See, the common part which that we want to discuss is what? Who was on the wheel? Correct? It whether the police is clearly defined that who was on the wheel.
No, sir, this is not clear right now because at the first instance, the driver was telling that he was driving the car on that day, but later on, the driver told the police that he was under pressure, that the accused father and his grandfather are giving him bribe or alluring him money, that take this money and take the blame on him. So, this is not clear right now.
Now, the most important thing, when driver come in and said that accident happened due to his negligence, correct?
Yes.
If driver said that, so it was the prima facie for police to arrest the driver,
Yes.
book him first. How can police let the driver go and the next day those the accused family ask the driver to come to their residence, and where they hold him and try to bribe him?
Yes.
How is this possible? Is it is look like something is very unusual or like fishy, you can
Yes.
say that, correct?
Yes, sir.
So first, it was not clear who was on the wheel. Second thing, when there is a possibility that a postmortem report can say that whether the person was alcohol was in his body or not,
Alcohol
intake was inside or not,
Yes.
correct? So how is this possible if the blood test done after 8 hours and the report come negative?
Yes, sir.
How?
Definitely.
What do you think? What do you think? No, you just have to say that what you think about the investigation or whatever thing is happening.
I read the news. The blood sample was exchanged
Exchanged. How?
by the doctor.
Doctor.
By the doctor HOD.
The doctor.
hospital.
Today's news is that
Yes.
they have arrested 2 doctors.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
That the
HOD.
HOD instructed his junior to swab that blood sample.
Swab the blood sample.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
So if it is if this happened like that way, then don't we have a police officer to think in this manner? What this crime branch discovered? Don't we have? If we don't have a police to think a basic thing, that means there is a problem with our police.
They are not well trained.
They are not well trained in criminal justice, no? And now it is very, very, I can say that silly thing to saying that doctor, they swab the blood and these things. They might have done that, correct? So the case, what the case was?
Who was on the wheel?
Who was on the wheel? Now the case is lead to who swabbed the
sample.
blood sample, correct? And again there was a term that the accused family have influenced the driver to take the blame on him, correct? They try to threaten him and giving him the what do you say, money, all that things. When the driver confessed that I was on the wheel, so it was duty of the police to book him. Instead of doing so, the police waited for 8 more hours. Okay, the accident happened in 2:30 at night.
Blood sample was taken at around 11.
Blood sample taken at in the morning 11 a.m. Correct? Till then they have not arrested the driver. They let the driver go, and then the driver coming back with a story that their family tried to bribe him or threatening him, asking kidnapped him and saying him to take the blame on his head.
The driver told that accused father and grandfather has taken him to their bungalow and confined him at that place, and tried to give him money and tell him that they will take care of all the needs of their family. Just take the blame on him.
So the following that, the driver got arrested. Sorry,
Yes.
that his
Grandfather.
grandfather got arrested,
For confining that driver.
confining the driver.
Yes, sir.
Correct, no? But what about that? The first FIR says that
That the boy
the driver was on the wheel.
Yes, sir.
So why they allowed the driver to go?
This is a serious mistake by the police.
So that now that case is within crime branch, and crime branch is trying to establish whether there was a liquor on his blood or not. Alcohol on his
blood test or
blood test or not. Now they are arresting those things. What about that? Whether that FIR which was made, which was registered there, whether that FIR was registered under any influence or there was any alternation have done by anyone.
That may
Okay.
be done that because of that influential position.
Because
his
there was,
family
that family was influential, but one MLA was presented there.
Yes.
Why that MLA background is not checked yet? As the MLA said, he being a representative of the public, so people it was his duty to be
Present
at the place to help the people. That's fine, but that it also required to confirm the conduct of that MLA. Have we ever done such kind of thing earlier or not? Or this was the first time that he is trying to help somebody, and who is a
very influential person.
And not only that, coming from a
Very
rich family
and powerful
or
background.
powerful background.
Yes.
Correct. This need to be this part need to be investigated by the
Police and
not police,
crime branch.
Now crime branch is trying to establish the alcohol story. What about that? That the vehicle, what I have already mentioned in my earlier these things, what my videos, that the vehicle was out for first time at that day, or before that vehicle might have
Yes, sir. Because that MB Act says that vehicle can only be used for going to office, GST, that RTO office,
and home
for that registration.
For the registration purpose.
Yes, sir.
So as I said, in my earlier video, that if a signal jump, there is a challan, correct?
Yes, sir.
Automatic challan is there. So how this unregistered vehicle escaped himself from the cameras of the police? Why there was no notice to search that vehicle when they spotted that vehicle earlier? This is not at all that that vehicle has come out the first day.
Yes, sir.
And this accident took place. No.